Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, it's Wednesday! We don't have a lot to talk about. We do have a few scraps coming down the line, but we'll probably cut through this as quickly as possible. We should start with the maze, because that's the one we've had the longest here. And it is going to be going away in a day in 11 hours and 36 minutes at the time of recording. On the limited path, I did get Urder. I did. She was a little bit on the expensive side. I do believe it was a bit over 4,800 coins. It was in that range, but I did get her. Not a lot of enthusiasm to continue to collect coins after that. There was a 30% discount today, by the way. And I put a message in the community section of my YouTube page if anybody wanted to see it or anybody was looking. But I also stated I only had about 2,260 coins, so obviously I didn't get very far. So the thing is, it's a little hard to get enthusiastic at that point. You really push to make sure you can get enough coins to get the mythic, and after that, you're going to push really hard to maybe get 10, 15, 20 extra cells. Not really. I mean, it did advance a little bit because I was working on something else that's running now, and it just so happens that it was going to move this one along. But you can see, I didn't even get to Quixote, so I'm not even going to get any cells for Urder, so that's just the way it is for me. I'm sure that those people who are very diligent, they're going to get all the maze coins for all the little cycles, and they're probably going to get a whole bunch of cells. You know, me, as long as I get it, I'm happy with that. I'm sure the opportunity for cells will appear in the future, just like this weekend, for instance. We'll get back to that. Anyway, like I said, this one has a little under a day and a half left. And then we'll be moving on to something else. It seems that the event that is going to be replacing the maze is actually going to be the island for River Avis. That's the one we've been collecting the tokens for. That does seem to be the main event that is going to be replacing the maze. You know, there's going to be a second half of that maze. Whenever they have the graphic at the beginning when they're starting up, they have two creatures embroiled in battle. One of them was Urder. Other one was clearly another mythic. So I'm guessing maybe next week or something like that, we'll get the other half of this maze, and it'll be another mythic. Maybe they're delaying it or something while they finish up the specs on the individual, right? So that's what's going to be replacing that. The other thing, of course, we've had, and we've had this for a couple of days now, we're going to have it for more than a day, about a day and a half, same as the other one. We have a Magic Stones Island. This is a progressive event where you can collect these little magic stones and, of course, turn them in for chests. You can pretty much see where I am. I'll probably get this one. I haven't really spent many gems on this, maybe a total of 3. That's about it. The first one, I think I spent 2 to move it along, none on the next one, and then 1 on the 30, just to push it along. What can you get for these? Well, let's just take a quick look here. Oh, there we go. Let's just see here. Hand slipped. All right, we get these little chests here. Okay, you can have elemental cells, or you can have Elementium. Okay, is it the same amount? Because I would guess that the Elementium would be a better deal. Does it tell you how many? Guaranteed elemental cells, 30. Okay, and this is... Okay, it's only 20. That's the reason. All right, because otherwise, Elementium can be any element. So that's, I can't imagine anybody going for either one of these when you could also go for cells of Cain or cells of Helgeddyn. In my case, I went for Helgeddyn because I am currently ranking her up. I did have to throw an extra 3 darkness cells in, but I think she's worth it. So that's what I'm doing right now. If I get more, I'll probably grab some more Cain cells for the future. Food. I have as much food as I want. And that's different stuff here. So, I mean, this is what the Magic Stones Island is going for. Usually they give you multiple creatures. In this case, it seems to be just 2, Cain and Helgeddyn. Mind you, those 2 are very good. So, my Cain is already 110, so he's a long way from 115. But my Helgeddyn needed some help to get to rank 1, so she's going to be 105 as soon as she's done. She's not in there very long, so it's going to be a while. But she's going to get a lot more use once she's up there a little bit further, because she is very good. And of course, dodges group effects. Very, very good one right there. So that's what this is right here. So like I said, if I get to 45, I'll get a Cain chest. just to start saving up for the future, because Kane is very good too. Anyway, that is going to be running for another day and 11 hours, pretty much the same amount that's left for the maze. All right, so what else is going on? Well, I mentioned the Rara Avis event that's going to start on Friday. Over the weekend, there's also going to be a mini path for Zavipit, so you can get cells if you are an owner of Zavipit. Very important. If you don't own Zavipit or have an egg, maybe you crafted the egg and it's just sitting there somewhere or something, but you have to have Zavipit, otherwise you will not see the maze. Hopefully there's going to be more of them coming around, although I think we may have seen the end of the Forsaken ones because we just don't seem to see them anymore, do we? Yep, that's unfortunately my Thundeer is probably trapped at level 100 with 100 extra cells for a very long time. Maybe forever. What else do we have? Well, breeding events. What is going on here? All right, there's one running at the moment and I kind of made a mistake. All right, so there's the collector's breeding event. You know, I looked at these individuals and I was trying to figure out why these individuals, if you look at them, right? Oh, and I made a mistake here. I saw this first paragraph as one for some reason, and I put Rockantium and Vladimagma in there, and it came up as legendary, and I was thinking, no, I got Sparkling Mantis. I don't know where my head was that I thought it was the next one that I was going to be getting. Because I immediately tried the other combinations and I got an epic and I have a rare in there right now. So that's basically as much as I'm going to be doing with that. I was very disappointed. I was thinking, oh, if I could get him, that'd be great. But no, I ended up getting Sparkling Mantis, who I do have an egg for already. It's just that I didn't want to hatch him. Well, I guess I'm going to have to hatch it now. So that's what's going on now. But we have 2 more breeding events coming up. Starting on Thursday, which of course is tomorrow, we're having a Capitalize breeding event. I don't know what that means. 2 days later, on, I believe this is, on Saturday. Yeah, 2 days later, on Saturday, we're having a Top Monster breeding event. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's probably Top Monsters. And that is basically what we have on the schedule. They're doing something like a new Relic Island next week. I don't really know what that means. I'm guessing maybe it's good. They did this in the past. They had a progressive island where it was actually relics you were getting. So I'm guessing maybe it's going to be something like that. You know, the chests. You do it early, you get bronze, and then you could get, some silvers, and then maybe a gold, and on the end, maybe it's a diamond or something like that. So I'm guessing that's what that's going to be. It would have to be the second half of the maze coming up fairly soon. Maybe it's going to be like next Friday or something. I don't really know. But there doesn't really seem to be a proper replacement for the maze. I mean, anybody who didn't collect the tokens, but let's face it, if you tried, you got them, right? But if somebody wasn't trying, they don't really have anything else to do, especially if they don't have Zavipit and they don't want to do the breeding. They're not going to have anything to do for the weekend, unless there's something that is coming up that's not on the schedule. So I guess we're going to have to see about that. Normally they have an event following something like a maze or a progressive with an individual on it or something. I don't know. Who knows what's coming up? There may be great stuff coming up. Maybe it's just something they didn't put on the schedule because they didn't have it finalized, but it's coming up. We're going to have to see about that. Anyway, I think that is about everything, unless you want me to open some more chests. I could do that. I don't have many, but I do have a gold. I got that from the PvP season ending. All right, so bronze chests. Because otherwise I don't have anything. It's one of those days like, should I even do a video? It's Wednesday. If I don't do one, I'll be in trouble. Okay, energy mask. Okay, so we don't have anything there. And I doubt we'll get something here. In terms of a gold, no. Didn't think so. All right, so here's obviously the gold. So let's get the gold. Hopefully it's a good one. Not a sword. Brave Shield. When turn starts, if any ally's life is below 25%, heals target. Oh, that's pretty good. That's good. Crank that one up. It'll be some good healing. Okay, that's good. I'll find somebody to put that on. And that's us done with that. Now, currently, unfortunately, there's no war going. Actually, we just got the 8-hour cooldown that set us up with these individuals. Did I set my team yet? Yeah, I don't know. Hold on a minute. I got a Megaton tank. I think that I'll probably just go with... Should I do Kane? Yeah, I'll just throw Kane in there. On the other hand, I don't like to put extra turners in there on defense. Oh, he's an extra turner too. Actually, there's an idea. Yeah, that's the reason. Because, you know, if you have an extra turner, then somebody who's attacking you just might put an anticipation individual in there, and then you're in a lot of trouble. So I think I'll just do that. Right, so the thing is that we did win the last war. We won pretty significantly too, but yeah, we had to do the 8-hour wait because we're in the Legendary League and blah, blah, blah. You know the story about that. I haven't looked at the other team. I don't want to do that here. Who knows? Maybe they're absolutely going to destroy us. Eventually, that's going to happen, right? And then when you rise until you reach that team that crushes you, unless, of course, you're the team that crushes everybody else. I don't think my team is going to crush everybody else. I love my team, but let's face it, there are those up above us who are way above us. Anyway, I think that is actually it. We don't have war as I just specified, so the only thing we have, we have PvP. And I did have a lot of teams available to me, so let's get going. And a lot of these aren't like really crazy powerful teams. They are some fun teams, but they're not crazy powerful teams. But as you can see, it's kind of okay that way. So we'll just go on and start goofing around. All right, our first team today was suggested by Giant Robot Chicken. And there were no spaces in there, so it's Giant Robot Chicken, like that. And Giant Robot Chicken wanted to see, let's start over in nature. And this is going to be... He's here somewhere. Way down here. There he is. Shroomy. And next up, over in fire. Let's see. She's around here somewhere. There she is. Phoebe. And finally, for damage, right up there, we have Sparta. Okay, so we have denial, control, we have support, and we have a big old fist. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. Obviously, we're using possession. Well, the thing is that we do have the big old gun for damage, but we only have one individual, so I'm not going to skew the team in that direction. Let's just see what we can find here. Oh. Why don't we throw the dice and go for Grakon? Okay, that kind of worked out. You don't put any speed on Grakon. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. Just don't put any speed on him at all. He's a damage dealer. Oh, God. Oh, I don't even understand that. Okay, moderate nature damage and possession. And it worked on everybody. Let me think. There's a good question. Well, first things first. Block 50% of incoming damage. Applies damage boost to all allies. Get an extra turn, right? So, boom. Thing is, they're all going to attack each other. So do I even want to bother with this one? It only lasts for one turn, so I don't see a reason to do that. Let me see. Fire damage, remove negative effects. I'm already blocking the damage. Immune to control for all allies. I like that idea. Here, you. Okay, who dies? Let's face it. You're dangerous. And you're kind of dangerous too. You got stuns. Let's see. Add stamina, extra turn. No possession. Remove stamina. Okay, now I'll actually protect everybody from water, everything. Oh, he is water. What am I thinking? He's water, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Oh, that was pretty dumb. All right, let's see. Last breath. I mean, I don't have to do anything. He doesn't have any stamina. Except kill him. Strength on Garcon? I mean, does he even do damage? I don't think so. His best skills don't do damage. I mean, he's got like great torture effects and great control stuff, but he doesn't do any damage. Why would you put strength on him? That doesn't make any sense. Am I right? He agrees with me. All right, let's... Ooh, ouch. It just escalated. All right, let's go with our second team. Our second team today was suggested by Bendik Santos. And he gave me a lot of options. It was like, okay, for this first spot, you can have this one, or this one. For the second spot, you can have this one, or this one. And for the third spot, so this is what I put together from what he gave me. Let's begin by going over to the Spirit Book. And I only do that for one individual, don't I? Yes, Commander Alvid. No, I don't do Alvid. She's great, but not what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for Dave. All right, next, we're going to be going over to Thunder. And this is going to be Kato. Finally, over in Water, we're going with Finn. All right, so we actually have 2 anticipation individuals, so I wouldn't mind finding an extra turner. Any extra turners around? That combo on the left, I've seen what that one can do. No, thank you. No. Especially considering blinding, I should say total blinding, is the extent of my denial, unless, of course, Dave wants to give us something. Why don't we just do a refresh? Because like I said, I'd like to find an extra turner, but I'm not seeing... Yeah, there's an extra turner over here on the left, but there's also a Temerian over here on the left. I mean, I could kill him. It's just that he could do more damage to us than most anything else by shutting us down. I mean, he wouldn't get the Kato, but if he does the other two... tricky. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to regret it. Oh, okay. Oh, what a lost opportunity. All right, well, obviously this guy's going to be going first, and that's not a good thing. But I'm just thinking if you had all support speed on the Temerian at that point, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Dave, we really need something good. Really need something good. Evasion, please? He gave us cooldown protection, which is good. How are you going first? Oh, because support. Because Dave has got a big old support on him, that's why. How much did you beat him by? 7130, 6970. All right, because he's got better runes on him. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Total blind and guard down. I am going to set you up for death. Oh, no. Oh, that's kind of ugly. Oh, you did a charge down there, didn't you? Because you saw the big fish over here. Unfortunately, the other two are currently doing time-space. Which means the effect can get through. I do believe that's what that means, right? Can't receive damage, but that means you can... But of course, that doesn't mean anything for the Temerian. Well, if I do this... I think he's kind of dead, and at very least, the Sunblast is going to get the bleeding. All right. Oh, did you take his stamina away? Oh, that's ugly. All right, let's see. I can't do anything to the other guys. Activate cooldown. Remove negative status effects. Well, I suppose I could... I mean, he's probably dead anyway, but I mean, I might want to just get rid of him. Will the activation of cooldowns go through? I mean, if I do this, Will it activate his cooldowns? I'm going to risk it. Alright, I want to see whether or not activate his cooldowns or not. Alright, I really want to get rid of you. Remove positive status effects from all enemies. Okay, you're dead. You guys don't have any positive status effects. Ouch. Okay, you charged up there. So I think I did reset your cooldowns. Or activated, I should say. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not good. Fortunately, he doesn't require stamina. Unfortunately, I believe that you are possessed. That could be very bad. Please charge. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, they charge when they're on this side of the screen. Alright, let's see. 40% health off? And you're shocked. Alright, let's see. Charge. Are you possessed? What are you? Wait a minute. What is that you have up there? Okay, good. For a minute there, I thought you were possessed. No, I don't need stamina. Nope. Well, that was a little tricky there. Yeah, was it always 6 defeats that you needed for the daily pass, the Legends Pass? You know, the daily mission? I see it's 6. I don't remember it being 6. I thought it was like 3 or 4. 6 seems to be a lot. I mean, not now that we're getting a whole bunch of attacks, but I don't think it was 6 before. Is that temporary? Anyway, let's go on to our next team. Our third team today was suggested by Prince Charmless. We have a celebrity in the house. And Prince Charmless did not actually select himself. However, he did select... actually, I believe it's all darkness. So we're starting with Mr. Smiley. Doesn't he have a lovely grin there? Next, we're going with back to darkness. And this is going to be... Where is he? Oh, wait a minute. Is he up here? I seem to remember him being 105, but obviously not. Okay, so let's go down. Oh, there he is. Spooky! And finally, also in darkness, he's shy. There he is, Jazzy. All right, so we have a lot of darkness, so we have to find that special team. All right, let's look. That special team is not on the left. Even though there's no denial there, Flamarion, don't want to do that. Oh, that team is definitely not... You know what? I'm just going to hit the old refresh here. Ooh, think we can take that team up the middle? I don't know. I think it's a trap. The other one, too, not really. All right, one more shot. Hopefully we don't get things like that. All right, obviously we're not doing up the middle. Not going to do this team over here on the left. We're doing a team on the right. We'll have to see how that works out. Okay, that's an interesting mix of runes. You're immune to possession in the front. Fortunately, I have time to deal with you. So why don't we start with this? Darkness and possession. Okay, it worked as much as it could. Okay, you actually did something. He charged. Don't I have... Take your stamina away. Oh, actually, that's gain stamina. Okay, I was looking for something that wasn't there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything about him, am I? Because everything I have here is possession. Alright, well, he's just going to do this for some more damage and some more nightmares. Alright, let's see. Can you do... Oh, you can stun, can't you? Couldn't you stun? No, blinding. He can blind. Gains of it. Okay, so let's go with the... might as well go for the group blinding. Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Alright, let's think. Darkness immunity gives immunity to possession and nightmares. What else you got? Removes 50% stamina from all targets. That sounds really good. Well, that was just mean. Alright, let's think. Endric Fascination. That will actually kill one of the two in the back. Him. He's been resisting a little bit too much. Alright, let's see. Vaporous enemy, dazed all, gains evasion. Alright, and let's see. This one does damage, so... I think the nightmares will probably kill him next time around. Alright, heavy damage. And he's alive. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, and I got a little sword. Apparently I need them. And a spin. Whatever you want to give me. That's fine. It doesn't really help very much. But I appreciate the thought. Okay, so let's go with our fourth and final team for today. Our fourth and final team was suggested by Kate Graham. And Kate gave me 3 teams. I couldn't use either of the first 2 because they contained individuals who already appeared in the first 3 teams. But the third team was just fine and easily our strongest of the group. So let's begin over in Fire with Tony. All right, next we're going over to Darkness. And that's going to be Simon. And finally, the mark of a very strong team is Cleo. Alright, so let's see if we can find somebody worthy of this team. Well, that's worthy. Actually, 2 of them are. Yeah, but you know, that team over on the right is a little too worthy. Well, the Centurion is going to be in Megataunt mode. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's a Megataunt tank there. There's fairly strong individuals there. Alright, let's see how that works out. Oh, wow. He's got some stuff on him. Okay. I mean, if you're going to put him on your team, you got to open those slots and put stuff on him. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you just took everything off. Ow, that's ugly. That's ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, we're going to have to do some killing here. For instance. And then... Why don't you have... I'm looking at the Centurion. Why doesn't he have Megataunt? He should have that. Did I take that off somehow? No, he used the skill that took effects off of everybody, didn't he? That's the reason you don't give the... Oh, man. You don't put him on defense. You just killed your own Megataunt tank. Oh, that's ugly. Yeah. All right, so I don't have to worry about him. Because he cannot reapply it. Okay, don't do that. And let me think. Do we do that one? Yeah, that's a better one. All right, I'm going to hit you, and that'll kill him too, you know? Okay, so we have a tank who doesn't have anything on him at the moment. All right, you want to have some bleeding? There, you have something now. By the way, have you met Master of Pain? Oh, you know what? Blood Covenant? The real Master of Pain. Actually, that did the exact same damage. How did that work out? Okay, he's dying quickly now. All right, what do we have here? Share their plans? Give anticipation to allies, applies curse, and activates all cooldowns on one enemy. Oh, let's see how that works out. Okay, and then you get to go. Oh, you can't reapply. Oh, you can't reapply the Megataunt, can you? All right, we'll just a little extra bleeding. Oh, this is your last round. I guess corrupt laceration. And you missed. But he died anyway, so it's okay. How did you miss? Are you dazed? Okay, you were dazed. At least there was a reason, right? All right, and a spin. I don't even care. If you want to give me gems, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. Don't really care. Don't need anything. And I'm legendary! And I hear that when you go into the legendary league, that everything turns unknown, and that's the reason that was happening. I'm not really sure why that is. Why is it then when you're up with, like, the higher ranks and you're in legendary, why can't you see the name of anybody? Someone's going to have to explain the logic of that. I mean, that's probably when you would want to see the names. The people at the bottom, they might have messed up names or something like that. But I mean, the people who are good, they're not going to mess up by putting like really bad names in or something like that. And you also want to have like a little confrontational thing too. I don't understand that. And that's going to be it for today. All right, we have the maze that's going away in about a day and a half. We have the Magic Stones Island, which is going away in about a day and a half. We have the Rara Avis Island, which is going to be starting on Friday morning. Then we have a Zavi Pit mini maze for owners over the weekend. I believe that's just Saturday and Sunday. And then like a couple of breeding events. We have the collector's one going now. By the way, I did happen to notice the reason why those individuals were chosen. If you weren't, I went looking. I was curious as to why they chose them. I think it was page 5. No, it wasn't. There it is. With the exception of Soap Sam, that collector's breeding event, all of the other ones you see here are available. So that's what they meant by a collector's. It's a collector's for C, page 6. No Soap Sam, though. I'm guessing they figure you have him already. Who doesn't have Soap Sam, right? Just in case you were curious about that. There was one other very strange thing. I was actually looking at the schedule, and somebody posted a very strange screenshot, which seems to be from Monster Legends. It's apparently a new screen for the adventure map. It seems to be like little boxes of quests and such with the star values. So I don't know if there's anything like that. I know it reminds me of the quest progression of Dragon City, but it did have the appearance of Monster Legends, and somebody was saying, why do I have this? And somebody else says, I don't know why you have it. I'm wondering if there's some kind of an update to the adventure map coming, and it's going to be like that. I know that would be welcome, as long as we can redo the encounters. That's the only thing, because otherwise my testing videos will be dead and buried, and I don't like that idea, because they're actually doing fairly well. Don't be surprised if you see one on Sunday, because I do have some interesting individuals, and in the future, not too long of a future, maybe it's be the week after, maybe we'll be doing another mythic one, right? We'll have to see about that. Anyway, that's going to be it for now, so thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games because games are fun. See you.